Cootamundra in New South Wales. They
Cootamundra.
were, of course...
You really need 6 people to come up with this?
Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them on the cover, and one of them looks like he's been poked in the arse with a stick. The Joy Boys, of course, from their release Southern Roarer, which came out on Festival Records in 1964.
That's 1964.
Yes.
This is the 40-year anniversary
It most certainly
of
is.
Southern Aurora.
This was
That's just Southern Aurora, not Southern Aurora.
No. This was a 7-inch extended play album available for your listening enjoyment from Festival Records.
I'm not quite sure without lyrics how you can tie an instrumental into being about a train.
Well, there was a strong horn at the start. I
Well,
remember hearing the horn of an Alco World Series locomotive, possibly even 4451, which is on the cover of the particular piece of vinyl. My name is Jerry, and I'll be taking you right through until 6 a.m.
that's great.
here on 90.7 Sin FM.
Would you like to talk about the flag, Jerry?
Yes,
Would
I
you like
would.
to talk about the Southern Aurora?
Hold on a second. I think I'm about to bring up one of my artificial lungs.
Oh, it's all class here on Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Yes.
Right
Don't
across
refer to the Lord's name in such distressful ways, all right?
I'm
Almost time for my bedtime.
very sorry, Colin.
Yes.
Whatever your name was. Jerry.
Jerry.
The geriatric.
That's right. Yes, I used to work in a particular field of customer service many years ago.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, it's great.
I.
We're actually, sorry, Jerry, this is actually a strict age limit on this station.
But I'm only 35.
You must be under 34.
But I'm almost.
Jerry,
Yes.
at the risk of breaching ABA guidelines,
Yes.
fuck off.
Don't speak to me like that, you young whippersnapper.
I'll take my belt off to you.
I'll have you know that my belt comes off to more than just young men.
That's just wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 90.7 Sin FM, and you were just listening to the sad, sad, sad sounds of the Joy Boys. Of course, their Southern Roarer 7-inch, which came out in 1964, and was for some reason associated with the former train that used to run between Melbourne and Sydney.
We're not sure why.
Oh, look, I'm mystified.
Oh, as you would be. It's just...
Totally mystified. That's probably the first time that has been played, nay,
ever.
broadcast in the last 35
Yeah,
freaking
that's pretty...
years.
I mean, we've got someone on the SMS demanding Metallica.
Oh, look.
But how... Metallica, you might hear that on the radio. You might... Not too much, but certainly more than the Joy Boys.
Hey, over at Triple N, I'm sure they're
Yes.
giving it a...
I think that's too hard rock for them.
Oh, look.
I'm sure their M finishes at Matchbox 20.
Possibly even Creed.
Ugh.
Spelt with M.
Yeah. McCreed.
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 Come on down to McDonald's for some new McCreed and the family first meal deal.
Yep.
Yes. It's all
That's
tied
enough.
in.
Yep. That's enough fundamentalist
Politics.
religious action for us. Sadly, we don't have Metallica.
No, we're a bit short on Metallica.
We'll come up with something. I mean, we really should. I mean, we should go out and just roll someone from Metallica CD. Given
Excuse me, mate.
Someone at 4 a.m. in the morning is actually listening to us and SMSing us. I do feel bad
That we don't have any Metallica.
that we don't actually have Metallica. I think we'll go for a... We'll go for a track. I'll have a look now. Get some filler happening. We'll go for something in the vein.
You know what I've got? I've got something which is even better.
Yes.
I've got a big conspiracy theory. Some people might have remembered the film Bend It Like Beckham, directed by the fantastic Gurinder Chadha, was on last Saturday night, Sunday night. Okay. The film features a track from Malkit Singh, which is called Jind the Mahi, which means My Dear. Now, the song is very urban, very English, but also very, desi at the same time. And you may find something very similar on my radio show every Tuesday night from 7 p.m. called International Affair on this very radio station, 90.7 Sin FM.
Plug.
Yes. Shameless.
Well done.
But at the same time, this track reminds me of another track that we may or may not have already played in the last 5 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cue the Malkit Singh track up. I'm going to let that play through for a little bit, and then I'm going to splice it into the track that I think it is directly ripped from, or in fact, same factory, same producers. I don't know what's going on there. I'd just like to know, and I'd like to get your feedback as well. So if you can drop us an SMS 0427 767 767, or drop us a line into the studio 9925 9907, and just let us know. if you think that what I'm about to do, if you think the two pieces of music I'm about to play for you are not indeed one and the same thing,
If you've got any other conspiracy theories,
yes,
drop in.
even if you've got an air request just because the film clip from Sexy Boy predicted the...
S11 attack.
That's it, where the cops were just taking the protesters in 2000.
Yep. Yep. And the pier was burning down a year later.
That's right. Well, 2 years later.
2 years later. So nothing happened September 11, 2002.
No.
Pity.
There was...
No.
maybe somebody had a cat. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll look it up.
That's right.
We'll get into the history books.
Of course. But
Should we go for the conspiracy theory?
here it is. Malkit Singh with Jin Mahi, 90.7 Sin FM. 90.7 Sin FM, the fine sounds of one Malkit Singh, the godfather of Bhangra, mixed into Mark Morrison's Return of the Mac.
Conspiracy theory on.
Most definitely.
Definitely conspiracy theory.
Now, what did you think? I've had people SMSing me going, hey guys, if you could play Gabriel by Goretzky, that would be awesome. Dames, and have you lads got anything by Radiohead or Portishead or just anything associated with Head, because that's what I really need at 4 a.m. Tony and Nari Warren.
We've got a song that mentions things to do with Head coming up. That's the best we can do. We can't do Metallica. We can't do Rage Against the Machine. We're having a very bad trot with the requests ever since that golden period where people were just asking for songs we had. We just can't win. But we've got, I think, something that's better than any of those combined. It's the kind of, not godfathers, but one of the major players in the American punk scene.
Okay. Now,
The Dead Kennedys.
bit of background.
Wow, Jello Biafra. Subject of a Wesley Willis song, which is pretty much the same as the Eazy-E song we played earlier, with just different.
You know, also the most famous man in the world because he had a type of sandwich spread named after him.
Exactly, and an entire nation in Africa.
There you go.
There you go, yes. So
What was the nation?
Biafra. Yeah, it split from some other country, and then I think Nigeria it might have split from.
Really?
But I think it was oil rich, so it got kind of pounded like a mofo, and there was all these, Biafran children appeals and stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Was he ever there himself?
He might have rocked up.
Or like by Afrin Jello? Which is
Exactly.
probably what you'd be if you were pounded to a pump by,
The Nigerian Special Forces.
That's it.
Yeah, that's another Nigerian Special Forces. Who would have thought they'd get a mention?
National Soccer Federation, NSF.
Scum.
Oh,
Scum.
how's your father?
Yep.
Small, tenuously linked. Dead Kennedys.
We haven't gone for the obvious choice.
No.
We could have gone for a bit of California Ubales or Holiday in Cambodia.
Of course.
We're actually going for a song where, of all places, the first time I ever heard it was in Tony Hawk Pro Skater on the PlayStation. This is Police Truck by the Dead Kennedys.
You are, of course, listening to Sunday Bloody Sunday on 90.7 Sin FM, the sounds of Super Mikado and Faravada.
Good morning.
Yeah.
You just reminded we'll be crossing to the Breaking Red Dance Contest.
Of course.
People are just warming up.
That's right.
Our contestants are just limbering up outside.
Stretching their limbs and, just inside
Flailing about.
those khaki uniforms of
Yep.
thick, heavy, durable wool. That's
Yep.
right.
So
Bayonets in tow.
We'll be crossing over there in a few minutes.
Of course.
Check out the action outside, where I've just checked the weather.
Yes.
It is raining.
Yes.
So wet conditions, much like Flemington.
Of course.
So there could be an upset result.
Yes. And Flemington, it was quite wet on Ladies' Day too, I
It
believe.
was,
yes. Oh, it was very wet.
Yep. It's a wet t-shirt competition of the
That's right.
highest order.
But it was a wet, fairly expensive frock
Yep.
competition.
And not only was it Ladies' Day then, but I think we should declare it Ladies' Hour.
What about Ladies' Month?
Well, if we were on for the whole month, maybe, but we've only got an hour and 45 minutes left of this.
Would we kill each other if we were in the studio for a month together?
Probably. Yeah, probably. I'm looking at this thing on the wall here at setting a world record by being on radio for 28 hours. I reckon we could do that.
I reckon in a glass box.
I don't reckon anyone would listen.
Suspended from something.
Yes,
Yes.
David Blaine style.
Of course.
Or Regurgitator style.
As opposed to David Blaney, which is someone completely different.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Historical conspiracy theories on.
Yep.
Very
We've
nice.
just got conspiracy theories coming out our arse here.
Oh, we do. We've got a machine. It's
Yep.
Mel Cole. No, I can't say that. Bent over. Conspiracy theories being exuded from the reverse end of said person.
Oh, yeah.
It is 90.7 Sin FM. You are listening to Sunday Bloody Sunday with Adam and Adam. And our studio number is 9925 9907. You can also SMS your complaints, requests, matrimonials to
0427 SMS.
otherwise known as.
0427 767 767.
It's often a number masquerading as a word.
Yep.
Or two acronyms.
Yep. That's why I can't think that it's totally coincidental. Of all the numbers you could pick,
SMS. I think it was an accident that somebody sort of cottoned on and went, hang on a second, it's SMS.
Conspiracy theories on. Again.
Mind you, I do know a guy who has a mobile number who was at one point involved in the station who had 042 and then his name.
Right.
It was great. It was a great idea.
What was his name?
I can't say.
I
can't
almost
say.
got you to say.
No, I can't say that. I think most people know who I'm talking about.
I think,
but
I think I would have fallen for that at 4:17 a.m. Well, it is the time. I think we've done a time check.
No, I don't think we have
That's
done a time
kind
check.
of bogan radio thing that you're supposed to do every 2 minutes, and we haven't done one for 4 hours and 18 minutes. So.
Oh, we went there at 2 o'clock.
Oh,
we did the 20 past 2, a little bit past 3, and
Really? Oh.
just to ram it home for those sad people who were sitting at home, crouched over their radio.
Did we ever find anything for Ash? No.
We're still looking.
Still looking.
We're
I
still
think we should
looking.
plug it again.
I
Anyone
reckon
who's
we
just
should.
turned in, we've
Yes.
got a hot piece of man meat.
That's right. Ash and his mates are sitting around in Brunswick.
Yeah,
and they are
Ash is sitting around and his mates are lying there.
hot and ready
Yep.
for some rumpy-pumpy action.
Yeah. So if you're single females out there, give us a call,
9925.
9907,
That's correct.
and we will hook you up with the Ashmeister.
That's right.
He might not be listening
I
anymore
reckon
because we
he's
didn't
still there. He's
'cause we-
passed out.
because we didn't find him anything.
He's sprawled on the bed.
I doubt we woke his friends up with our Spandau Ballet.
What about Emma?
Well,
Oh,
maybe.
look.
Maybe. So we missed the opportunity, obviously.
Maybe we'll ring both of them at 5:50 and just go.
and they'll just bag the shit out of us because they'll have gone to sleep.
That's right.
No, it's good. Make good radio.
There you go. Big props to the Ashmeister and to his mates who are out there in Brunswick. Also, big props to Renee, who rang in earlier and won our Delta Goodrem
Yep,
CD.
yep.
So she's been Delta Goodrem.
Yes, exactly. That's
Bazing.
she's driven. I wonder if she's on the way home from St Kilda Beach yet.
Oh,
She could ring back in and give us a
possibly. Give us a traffic summary.
report on the action at St Kilda Beach tonight. How were the shells?
And how was the rain?
Exactly. So
Did you meet any strange frogmen trying to get aboard?
yeah. Did you meet Harold Holt?
There you go.
Conspiracy theory. See, there's a
I reckon he's down there somewhere. I reckon bloody Harold Holt is just wandering around St Kilda in a cardboard box with a long beard.
I think I
and
saw him on.
maybe he's the guy who plays the drums or holds
Yeah.
the sign in Swanston Street.
Yep. I think he was in Fitzroy Street the other day asking me for money.
What do you need it for? I'm going to my pool.
And what a sensible idea that was. Naming
Yes.
a pool after a man who'd drowned.
That's great. Topical irony.
Top pool too. I used to live around the corner from us.
So did I. There you go.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Great part of the world. That Ranger Glen Iris. Your
Yep. The
yeah, right
Iris.
there. The
Malvern.
Iris. Malvern.
Yeah. If you're in those particular suburbs, you want to make a homage to our previous places of residence,
If
give us
you'd
a
like
call.
to sing a song in honour.
Yeah, we'll give out our old addresses because we don't give a shit anymore.
That's
You
right.
can go knock on those people's doors. It doesn't bother me.
You can pop down to Jenkins Street in
Yep.
South Caulfield
You
if
can
you like.
honk onto Osborne Avenue or
Look out.
Glen Iris.
Ozzy Osbourne Avenue.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll have ACDC Lane in the city, Ozzy Osbourne Avenue and Glen Iris and possibly even
Mark Morrison Street in the Pack or something.
Narry Warren.
Yep. 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 I think it might be Sunday Bloody Sunday Street one day.
Of course, big props going out to Tony Narry Warren, who requested some Portishead or any head that he could get his hands on.
So we played the song with the mention of such controversy-inducing subjects. That's the best we can do.
There you go. Oh, we've had a bit of topical update come in, just hot off the presses. There is a Delta Goodrem song that was originally sung by a Godbotherer, the one with the lyric about being on her knees.
Hold on a minute.
What's going on
I
there?
think this might be a wind-up.
You-
When was Delta down on her knees? Yeah.
Copping some poo.
It's gone European here on Ladies' Hour
That's right.
on Sunday Bloody Sunday.
It's Ladies' Hour, Sunday Bloody Sunday. I want to see some. I want to see Delta. I want to see some nice skirts. Yeah, bring it. Maybe
Send-
some poo.
Send pictures. I want to see the Poe. I don't want to see him really.
See, I had this whole idea. There was a tram that had been advertised that was running around. I think it was B class. 2018 was the number. Blue advertising all over, and it was for toilet paper. And came out in the Australian Open, and it had Leighton Hewitt on the side,
Yes.
and it said, "Wipe 'em off the court, Leighton," to advertise this toilet paper.
Classy.
You could have met that with Philippoussis. And
Yeah.
if he'd done that to Delta, our Delta,
Our
our
Delta.
Delta. Nobody else
Sunday
is
Bloody
our
Sunday
Delta.
zone.
That's right. Ladies Hour, our Delta.
Yep.
Ladies Hour Delta. You could have got the two and merged them together in a fantastic advertising campaign in which Leighton was forced to wipe the poo off the court.
Oh, very nice.
I like it.
And what a shonky ad that was with like John Alexander going, "Oh, I've had this happen to me in New Delhi in 1976 or something."
Yes,
What were they thinking?
indeed. Indians don't have toilet. What are you talking about? Get
John
out.
Alexander should have been banned from going anywhere near televisions after the Gladiators fiasco.
I used to go to school with a kid called John Alexander.
Really?
Yes. Well, actually, allegedly.
Yeah.
His name was Bon Alexander. You know, like not like Simon Le Bon from,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep. Good old Simon Le Bon.
Simon Le Bon, who was recently back in. They were pumping something. Duran Duran back in action.
We've got a Duran Duran track for a bit later.
We've got one right now.
Really?
Oh, look, how
that means
I'm on
I'll have
the
to push
ball.
my my other cover back to next time.
Come on, we'll put it in now. Let's have a Duran Duran mega mix. Let's get a couple of a bit of triple play going on. What's this? What's going on?
I'm giving you a CD.
He's giving it to me. He's pointing. He's putting 3 fingers up. He's
Yep.
saying, "Pop this in the CD player and let's go to town, sunshine."
No, I was sticking 2 fingers up on one hand and 1 finger up on the other. I was making an obscene gesture.
Or possibly even saluting the umpire at a soccer match.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
That's just the way that it happens.
Got a bit of this is possibly the most not inappropriate cover, but just mystifying cover ever.
Now this was Duran Duran, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Versus, of all people, Public Enemy. And it's irony free. I don't get it.
It sounds like something that we'd play.
Listen to it. Wait for it. It's like country and western.
It's Crosby, Stills, Nash Young, Chuck D, and Simon Le Bon.
And the Taylor Boys. See, 911 is a joke by Duran Duran. Simon Le Bon and Flavor Flav don't really, sit on the same level in my book.
Flav Le Bon. What's going on there?
See, Public Enemy versus Duran Duran.
No, I don't like it. I'm
I-
sorry, I'm not a fan.
When I heard about it, I thought it would be god awful. I thought it would be it's not terrible. It's bad, and I don't know why they did it. But it's not the worst thing I've ever heard, which was what I expected it to be.
I've heard worse. I've heard somebody try to. Actually, I'm pretty fond of that other track that I was going to play. It's an urban track mixed with a classic Bollywood track.
I think you should let rip.
What do you reckon?
I think you should go with it. We've got to take the curse off after this.
I don't know.
It's no, Terminator X or, Simon Rhodes or whatever his name was, Nick Rhodes.
All Nick Roads lead to Rome.
Exactly. Yes.
Nah, got to get rid of it. I'm sorry.
Yep. Nah.
It's not. It's
I'm
not.
condoning it. I bought it in as curiosity.
You bought it.
No, I bought
Mate,
it in as a
you bought it in as a
curiosity.
curiosity. I was going to say, if you paid money for that, sir, you were.
They did a
may
whole
I
covers
have
album. They did an
Really?
entire album of covers, Duran Duran.
Cash.
I can't. They also had a cover of White Lines Don't Do It.
Really?
Yeah, on the same album, which is ironic, given that they allegedly snorted the entire Bolivian economy in the 80s.
There you go.
Allegedly.
Which is probably not a hard thing to do.
Probably not even true. I'm screwed if it is.
It was Peru.
Yeah. Big up to the Peruvian massive.
Of course. All of our South American friends who are listening, and big props going out to our friend
Everyone. Oh, sorry.
His name is Every Juan.
Yeah, absolutely everybody.
Every Juan. That's right. Big props to everyone. Also, big props going out to Golden Greek, who said, "Hey guys, play some Neil Diamond. Lol, you boys are insane. Lol.
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 I'd like to put lol into like the actual vocabulary.
I think it's a good idea.
Just so you just see something funny, you just go lol.
Older people get it confused with lots of love, which was a term that homosexuals used to use as an endearment to each other. So, don't know about that one. I specifically woke up to hear a convo about William Shatner, exclamation. Catcher, Golden Greek. Thanks very much for the feedback, Golden Greek. And we're going to be playing some Neil Diamond. I've collapsed at the bottom of the wardrobe and I'm honking onto a shandy.
Yeah.
Much
We
later
have
on.
Neil on vinyl.
We most certainly
We
do. In all of his crackling goodness.
Yep.
Have you had enough
You can
of that?
kill it. I said you could kill it 2 minutes ago.
Look, I think it's time that we took in some proper Duran Duran right now.
What could be more proper than that? Oh, yes.
The Reflex here on 90.7 Sin FM, Sunday Bloody Sunday. It's Tragedy here on
Tragedy.
90.7 Sin FM.
The reflex is down.
Oh, the reflex was unfortunately tampered with
Yeah.
by a human reflex.
We hit it with that hammer, and there was no. We hit the knee with the hammer, and there was no reflex. It was a.
Sad.
Let's see if we
Let's
can get
start it
through this
again.
time.
90.7 Sin FM.
Winners of the fabulous Breaker Moran Dance Contest. And speaking of breaking,
Ladies and gentlemen, your girl Delta Goodrum, of course, famed for many, many different things. Of course, recently splitting up with the Pooh. That was a big mistake off her album of 2002 called Innocent Eyes, and that was my big mistake. And I think by far her biggest mistake was doing the Pooh. Mr. Woolcock, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's pretty cheap, actually.
Yes.
But it's good news. We've got a live report out here from the Breaker Moran Dance Contest.
No, hold on. What's that from?
don't forget, it's the finals of the fabulous Breaker Moran Dance Contest.
That's the one.
That's
Thank
the
you,
one,
Norman. I'm
yes.
actually standing out in the middle of Latrobe Street.
And how is our Breaker Moran
as we
Dance
speak,
Contest?
we've got a big crowd here.
Oh, yes.
Probably about 40 or 50 deep.
Oh, fantastic.
We've got a helmet.
Yes.
He's busting it out at the moment. He's representing the Boers
I see.
in the Boer War
Oh.
recreation of the Breaker Moran Dance Contest.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And we've got Dave representing the Australians, and they're
Okay.
just bopping it away. And it's like breakdancing.
Oh,
There's
wow.
body popping. They're dodging cars. It's great.
Good to see,
We've
good
just
to
got
see.
there's a crowd of thousands out here. So get down now. Breaker Moran Dance Contest,
Yep.
Latrobe Street, Melbourne. So get down here now. And get down to the action. We'll be declaring a winner in about 20 minutes.
Okay,
And the winner of that will, I don't know, face the firing squad.
there we go. Now, what's that again? It's the...
John and Elton John. Well, there you go. Well, there I go when I'm there. And don't sort of forget next week, right? Don't forget, it's the finals of the fabulous Breaker Moran Dance Contest.
Thank you, Norman,
Oh,
once
yeah.
again. The Breaker Moran Dance Contest happening right now at the front of RMIT.
We'll be
in Melbourne
crossing again later.
to see who's been strung up, who's not wearing any uniform, and who's been on the receiving
And
end
who's not
of
wearing any
bans.
pants? Because I can tell you pants are in premium here.
Oh, I see.
They're in short supply.
Well, it's good to see, good to see. Kids getting involved in a bit of Australian history, the Breaker Moran Dance Contest. Get on down to RMIT and start busting a move on some ancient cardboard.
Shall I make a reappearance in the studio?
Oh, I think you should make a
I'll start
reappearance
making
in
my way
the studio.
back for the long trek.
Okay. 90.7 Sin FM.
90.7 Sin FM.
Je t'aime, oui je t'aime.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 90.7 Sin FM, the two sexiest bloggers.
On the face of this God's green earth.
Oh, yes. Ready to make some more children.
I can hear children being conceived to this song already.
Mm.
I think they used this as a yogurt ad at one point. Which means children were actually conceived to a yogurt ad.
I think that's great.
Which pretty much says it all, really.
There you go. Yoplait, it's French for fornication. Lovely.
Exactly. It's got a yogurt and fornication. I can
I
see
can
it.
imagine a balloon sort of going up and a train going through a
Yep.
tunnel and a rocket. And
Sausages and
of course, the last thing you want to hear when you're listening to something like this.
It's just dickheads talking over it. But that's what you're going to get. We're determined to just ruin people's lovemaking all night with crazy samples. Like, not some woman singing. We'd love something to go technically right tonight. If you've actually heard 20 minutes of this show without something going technically wrong, give us a call. SMS us 0427 767 767. If you're on the job to this song as we speak. That's even better. Call us while you were on the job. Ooh,
Fabulous Breaker Moran Dance Contest.
of course, we're going blue here on Sunday Bloody Sunday. We'll be hosting the Breaker Moran Horizontal Dancing Contest.
Don't forget, it's the finals of the fabulous Breaker Moran Dance Contest. And
Beautiful.
That will be on the footpath outside Latrobe Street.
Just tucked away in an alleyway somewhere. Did you like that segue?
Beautiful. We can work Breaker Moran Dance Contest into anything.
I want to see the next federal election campaign.
Yeah.
Just representing those diggers, getting out there with a bit of
Yeah. Vote 1, Breaker Moran Dance Contest.
and the family fist.
Yeah. No, that'd be into the Breaker Moran Dance Contest.
I think so.
Of course, that was off Me Funny Business.
Yes. Normdrum, I believe, is it the track's correct title. Norman Gunston from 1981, released on Channel 7 Records.
She's just building up to something in the background here. I heard rumour that this was it's one of those great urban myths of our time that this wasn't actually a staged happy ending, that she was actually getting it on in the studio at the time.
A bit like that porn star who had the
Andrea
More,
True
more.
Connection. Yes, Andrea True Connection. So of course you are listening to the dulcet tones of Serge Gainsbourg
Finals of the fabulous Breaker Moran Dance Contest.
versus Jane Birkin from way back in the 70s, where they didn't have such things as a...
It's the finals of the fabulous Breaker Moran Dance Contest.
See, it works for everything. And this track's legitimate name is French Francophiles out there. Please forgive, but Je t'aime moi non plus
Fabulous Breaker Moran Dance Contest.
versus Norman Gunston. I tell you what, this song's doing it for me.
I'm feeling pretty sexual.
I think Ash will have to get in line.
Oh, look.
If anything comes up now, it's mine.
I'd like to send a big hello out to all the people who I've ever slept with. Hello.
Yep.
How are you? Please, I'm not going to be living at that old address for much longer, so the cease and desist letters can,
Chances
over
of
the top.
anybody listening in that category?
Lots, because they're all still lying awake at night just waiting for me to come home and
course.
give them the service.
I don't think any of mine are still listening. I could play the song that I was listening to when I opened the account, but it was crap. So it was by Everclear.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You've lost your virginity to Everclear?
Yeah.
That's pitiful.
Yeah, I know.
We were listening
it wasn't
to,
my choice.
Well,
I would have had, fucking, I don't know, Betty Boo or something.
perhaps.
Who we'll be hearing from very soon.
We most certainly will. We most certainly will.
Yeah.
Now, tell me this. We were listening to the dulcet tones of one Gina G, former
Yep.
Eurovision contestant. That song just a little
Yep.
bit shaped my sexual
Really?
awakening to a large degree. I didn't lose anything to it. Maybe a set of keys down the back of the couch and some coins.
Yeah.
But aside from that, no.
No?
She was a strong part of my awakening.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Taught me what the meaning of ooh-ah was.
Yeah.
I just thought, oh, look, you watch a movie and they're in bed and they're naked and, oh, look, she's got his thumb caught in a vice or something. But
They're still fully clothed
that's right.
and everything.
Family fist.
It's definitely turned into the sex show here.
Most certainly has.
Finally. It's taken 4.5 hours, but it has finally delved.
We've steered a course away from moral decency and all things good
We've
about the
decided
world.
no one is listening anymore, so we can just basically say whatever we want.
And if you're not listening, and if you don't know that we're talking right now, please, by all means, give us an SMS. 0427 767 767 9925 9907 is the studio number. We'd love to hear from you. Come and talk about sex. Talk about, we're taking talk back this morning.
Tell us your song tilt.
Did you break my pen?
Yeah, I did. Sorry.
That's unfortunate. Tell us your song tilt. What do you want us to play?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should move on. We just mentioned a particularly young lady who may or may not have mimed one night at the Sydney Hordern Pavilion and was never heard of again.
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about young Betty Boo.
Betty Boo. Where Are You, Baby? From 1991?
Yeah, it would have been around then. This was the unsuccessful but better second single. And personally, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If I get put in charge of a record company, Betty Boo, Shanghai A Go-Go.
But
First two signings.
we've had miming stars. We've had the whole Ashley Simpson thing,
Well,
which
everyone
blew
knows
up.
it. I know. Everyone knows they do it. What was the problem?
What about young Melissa?
What, Melissa Couch?
Oh, possibly. There was, Colette.
Oh,
Ring My Bell.
Ring My Bell. Cover of a song by Anita Ward.
Of course, yes. She actually was spotted a very short time after that single had been released doing Ken Morgan's Toyota on the Moorabbin.
Sensational.
Down in Moorabbin on the Nepean Highway.
The man with the biggest pencil in town.
Of course.
Exactly.
No, hang on. That was the Nissan dealer at Dandenong.
Yeah, maybe it was Tony White. I
And he
think,
had
yeah.
the
Simply Irresistible video.
Of course.
It was classic.
Yes.
Almost Pick Apart-esque.
but also very much similar to the original Simply Irresistible video clip, which was made by
Robert Palmer, of course.
of course.
And later ripped off by Shania Twain.
Thank you very much.
For a bit of Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
or Don't Impress Me Much.
That was another one.
Man, I Feel Like I Don't Impress Me Much. That was
Exactly.
the Shania Twain mega mix.
In her non-country tilt.
And hello to any Shania Twain friends who are out there just, scintillatingly poring over their CD collection going, why the fuck did I buy that in 1997?
Yep.
And how long was she in the charts for?
A long time. That
Phenomenal.
album was in the charts for about 2 years.
Unbelievable. What was going on there? I think the Bogans of Australia were finally included in that sort of music census.
It wasn't that bad.
I wasn't a big
that
fan.
bad.
She was just... Keith Urban's taken the title from her now,
Well,
and he's a local
I'd
too.
prefer to go right back into the archives and bust out a bit of Loretta Lynn's Coal Miner's Daughter.
Could be. And possibly even some Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
The best I can do for you tonight is Johnny Cash.
We'll see. We might get around to a bit of country and western mania.
The best I can. Next time, I'll be busting out maybe Loretta Lynn and Conway Twitty, Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man,
Eyebrow raised.
also on the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas soundtrack.
Now, you've just gone through that and poured over it.
There's a ripper songs on it.
Of course, the Wave FM on GTA.
Wave FM sadly hasn't been retained
No.
for the new one.
But it would be this station right now.
It would be, exactly.
That's right.
Spandau Ballet and...
Except for two dickheads talking
Yep.
just in the most irreverent manner.
Yeah, unscripted hilarity, breaking rand dance contest.
Of course. It's going to be our catch cry. I want to go into battle. Break 'em Round Dance Contest.
Maybe we should actually rename the show.
The Break 'em Round Dance Contest.
Yeah.
Incorporated.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I wonder if we can register that.
Yeah,
I'll be
with-
ringing the
with
Australian
Sunday
Board
Bloody
of Businesses
Sunday.
in the morning. And,
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not sure Gary McDonald will stand your way.
Oh, look. You know what we could do? We could get a show on Channel 9 on Uncle Carrion. You
Maybe
know?
we could get Gary McDonald in
That's a great idea.
to just kind of just do a promo for us. Welcome to Sunday Bloody Sunday. You're listening to the Brave Rand Dance Contest.
I wonder if he still would
We
do
should
it.
write him a letter.
I thought he died. No, that was Ruth Cracknell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the other half of the mother and son Zany Madcap team.
Which one was he?
The Zany and Madcap one. I think we should. We should find out. If
Gary
you know
McDonald.
if you know we can get where we can get in touch with Gaz.
Or if you know, if you are Gary McDonald.
76776. If you know, ring him up.
Yes.
If you do know his phone number, ring him up now. Wake him up.
So Gary, there's two knobs on the radio who'd really like to talk
We
to
want
you.
to, we want you to do a promo for us. Get him to give us a call, 9925 9907.
And we'll be happy to just let the madness and the creative love
I'll be
flow.
asking for an explanation of me funny business as well. Why it's MI.
Well, somebody at Channel 7 at the time popped this piece of cardboard into my hand and cut a hole in my
Is
face.
it something to do with the band Me Sex? My Sex,
My Sex,
M-I
I
line
think it
S-E-X.
might be
So maybe it's
something
supposed
to
to
do
be
with
My Funny Business.
Well, what year was My Sex? That was 90 computer games.
Yeah.
What year?
Computer games. I don't know how he did that vocal effect. It must have killed him.
He had hiccups.
He died in a car crash later.
Really? Ford Falco.
Steve Gilpin. indeed.
Oh.
And I actually saw in one of those Talking Friends columns, there was someone who actually wanted, it was My Sex fan wanted Steve Gilpin lookalike, which is possibly the most obscure celebrity stalkage I have ever seen in my life.
Just maybe they've got the corpse at home and it's wearing out.
I think I might do one wanted Betty Boo lookalike.
There you go.
And that's a good segue.
Oh, yeah. Moving right into Betty
That is
Boo,
a
of course.
top segue.
Australia's favourite
When do
lip-syncer.
you think the last time this got played on the radio was?
95?
Oh, really? 95? That's pretty generous. I would have said about 10 minutes after it was released. Top song.
90.7 Sin FM, this is Betty Boo. Betty Boo. 90.7 Sin FM.
Classic.
Let's dedicate that one to someone. Let's dedicate that one to Alex.
Let's.
Mooney Pond's finest.
I'm not sure she would want such a song dedicated, but I think it's an honour.
I do too.
When Betty Boo comes back,
When
my record company,
when she pushes the stone from the front of the tomb,
Yep.
walks out in the loincloth,
Yep.
and then, you know...
for my record company, for Adam Records,
That's
with
right.
Shanghai Go-Go, possibly Betty Boo or Shanghai Go-Go featuring Betty Boo.
with Graham Parker and the Rumour as a backing band.
Exactly.
Just like
Double A
Martian
side.
Radio Village
one
people.
One of our double B-sides.
Of course. Just like
Where
the
those
Cold
little-
Chisel that we played before, which was Parties Over.
And Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Correct.
Double B-side, because they're both crap.
That's right. They probably came slipped inside a 12-inch, like an LP, and just
Yeah.
gone, give them these two extra
Yeah.
ones because we spent all this time in the studio and people are just like, oh, I don't want this. And they've given it to me. So,
Oh, that's good.
good to see. That Betty Boo track, if you've seen the film Ali G into House, there's a flashback sequence where he's got Rona Mitra in front of him, great Desi actress, who's now on, not ER, the other medical drama.
I was going to say on E. I was going to say it's a startling personal revelation.
Unfortunately not. No, she's on not the Practice. There's another medical drama. She's on one of those
Yeah,
shows
some
in the
medical
US,
drama.
you know, blah, blah, blah. The one that's always on Channel 7. And she is in Ali G into house. She plays the personal secretary to the deputy PM. She goes into the house to seduce Ali G. She has her pants removed, and then all of a sudden you see her underpants, which are Ali G underpants, which say keep it real, and then all of a sudden it flashes back to Ali in his head, and he's at a nightclub in the mid 1994-95, and there he is, standing there with his curly long hair, and he meets his Julie for the first time. The song that is playing there is Betty Boo's Are You Crazy Baby?
Wow.
That very song that we just heard then. How, esoteric.
Inspirational that, and we didn't even get it off the Ali G in the house soundtrack.
And it played such a minor role in that film that I'm sure that it didn't even qualify for soundtrack inclusion.
Yep. Yep.
But
But
get out there.
you know what soundtracks are like.
Oh.
I'll play anything.
Speaking of soundtracks, classic. The Rise of Bollywood. This one is also dedicated to Alex, my housemate, because she cracks the sads, but I don't mention her on the air, so here we go. This is for you in a final tribute as we shift poles apart. I'd like to play you the song Agar main kahun mujhe tumse mohabbat hai meri bas ye chahat hai to kya kahogi, which of course means...
Why play it now? You've sung it.
Oh, that's it. May as well just let it go. And just, why don't we just close the whole friggin' studio down? I can go and get coffee and pancakes down the
We'll
road.
just play. We'll just put on Norman Gunston's Me Funny Business.
Long play.
Yeah.
I'll put it on really slowly so that it takes a couple of hours to chew through.
Break 'em around, dance. Contest.
Backwards.
Yes. The satanic message.
That's
comes
it.
up.
That's it. I wonder what the satanic message would be if Breaking Around Dance Contest backwards. We'll find out
Yep.
a little bit later on the show. Keep your text messages rolling in. It might be very early in the morning, but not late enough.
We
for
know
you to-
someone's listening
Of course.
because we've been told never to assume anyone's
Give us some
listening.
DUI as Harmar Superstar. So
Yes.
it's dialing under the influence. 9925 9907.
Are you pissed?
That's right.
We're not, unfortunately, but we'd like to hear from you if you are.
I'll be a bit pissed if you don't ring us.
Yes,
Yes,
fair
exactly.
enough.
But let's take in this track now. This is from the film Laksh, of course, starring the lovely Hrithik Roshan and Preeti Zinta. And this is Agar Main Kahun.